folks, welcome back to session 7 of Monster Gourmet, Fantastic Beasts and How to Eat Them. Today should be, with any luck,
the
last session.
a really good session.
There we go. They don't care. I edit it. Why is it taking everybody so long to get this? I edit all this shit out.
James, I don't watch.
You can't edit it out.
We'll get. We come back from a cake break. Hi, we're back from cake break now. Nobody gives a shit.
Wow.
Okay.
That was a very aggressive of you.
Hey, we're so sick of it.
Hi, we're back from James break now.
We're back from.
Well, my character sheet's ruined.
Well, you only need it for one more second. So
It's
it's
the last session.
okay.
It's also easy to ruin my character sheet.
Quick recap. Last time,
On the sixth session.
on the 6th session, you slew the dragon, came back to town.
Yep.
Slew Gavid, came back to town,
We had sick magic items.
got some sick magic items, got some delicious quiche,
Oh yeah, and pie.
and Zaktabir basically put you all to sleep somehow. Even those of you who don't sleep, who have resistance against getting charmed, it was just no dice.
He's a hacker.
Except for
Don't sleep.
Vehya here, who had a bit of a dream, a little bit of an awakening, you might say, because she literally woke up from this enchanted sleep.
Wow.
And basically, some combination of your god and the druid that you ate
Yummy.
shook you out of it and said your time is not yet. And you
Ahead.
discovered that there were townsfolk in the headquarters trying to stab you.
I had indigestion.
So, you dealt with the townsfolk, you were able to capture one, you saw that it had the opaque white eyes that indicate classic mind control nonsense.
Yeah.
You concluded the spell broken, you had snapped out of the control, sort of come to your senses, the spell broken, you concluded Zaktabir must be a mind flayer, the final beast
He must be.
on
Gotta be.
Luther's
As confirmed by
sheaf
Luther's scrolls,
of
yep.
papers.
Luther scrolls.
I mean, the papers don't.
It's like a Wallace and Gromit
This
character.
is my new. It's my new
It's
character.
a new character, townsfolk.
Gourmet, it looks like we have a good spice of cheese.
Cut this out, Will.
I mean, we probably shouldn't get sued. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, you concluded that Zaktabir was a big jerk. You promised to burn his house down, you turned into a bird, flew out there, cast fireball at his house, it bounced off an enormous...
Ward.
Yeah, some sort of ward, magical shield.
Yeah,
because he's a
going on there.
hacker.
He had a cadre of orphans, his wards, that were protecting the house.
He's a hacker.
I appreciate the Gnash level summary. You concluded that Zaktabir was bad. Gnash like is nodding furiously.
Okay.
Bad man.
Worried that now Zaktabir's onto your what's going on, you hopped on your motorbikes and flew out of town
Or choppers.
and found sanctuary out in the desert, and that is where we left off last session. So the moon rises high overhead.
What are we gonna do?
I can go and try and dispel the barrier that ate my fireball.
That'd be good. Are we confident that he's like holed up in his mansion?
Why else would he protect it?
Right.
To make us think he was there.
Yeah, just
Ah.
like he has a mansion in town, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's like his manor / office that he constructed.
Is there any way to like detect if there's like some wicked magical energy going on beyond the barrier that he's made around it? Or like would detecting it just go like, oh yeah, there's a big fucking barrier.
Yeah, so you could roll Arcana for that. It would not be easy, but we can retcon that you were thinking about it when you were there, since your character is in fact a trained Arcanist.
I will do that.
She's a divine.
I guess you're trained in Divine Magic, but you can still do it.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we got nothing. So there's definitely a big old magical...
There's a honking lot of magic
Hey,
there.
what if I
Can't tell you what
thought
it is.
about it?
Yeah, you probably would have.
What if you thought of
I did
no.
worse.
You're like, there is!
He's a hacker!
Let's see what Luther thinks. We're
You
doing
don't know anything about magic.
Are we doing Arcana for this?
This is gonna be the one episode where Luther just goes like balls to the wall. He like does everything.
I go balls to the wall every episode.
That's
Every
as in like stapled to the wall.
every
Owie.
fucking episode.
Owie.
If they
Or
were,
then like mounted on a plaque.
Owie.
So that's not actually what that metaphor is about.
don't mansplain
Can you
balls
please
to Ryan.
No. Can you please explain what balls to the
Yeah,
wall
so it's
means?
it's like 70s fighter pilot jargon. The throttle like has a ball on top of it, and if you go really fast, you like send it to the wall.
Makes sense.
Okay, I got a 27.
All
How
right,
do you know
there is
anything
some
about me?
dark, sinister magic shit going on back there.
Yes.
Okay, what kind of dark, sinister magic shit?
Well, you're
Balls to the wall.
Like
Now you know.
beyond this,
Yeah,
this
it's a
barrier.
27.
yeah. So beyond this barrier, so there's something, and it's big and it's complex. It might be blood magic.
Difficult.
And the interference of the barrier, like, you're surprised you even got that.
Okay.
So there's definitely something going on, and it felt like the barrier, it feels like it extends into the ground, and the source of that dark, chaotic magic that you felt is coming from underground somewhere.
Okay, these speeder bikes,
Mhm.
do they have what might be confirmed as a gas pedal?
Sure.
Could it
Throttle.
be throttle?
Yeah, definitely a thought.
I like where you're going with this.
I'm just asking, could it be rigged so it could drive forward in a straight line at high speeds with nobody in the driver's seat?
You could, I bet.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you would just need to like basically like.
I
Have,
like this idea.
I
if
vote-
it's like a normal, you just like.
A little bit
Yeah.
of fantasy duct tape.
I vote we make ourselves a makeshift rocket-powered battering ram.
Wait, let me see if I can just dispel the barrier.
Well, so the barrier protects against magic,
Mhm.
so we can break through the doors. Like I'm just focusing on getting the doors down.
Well, what if I want to burn it down? I have to.
Then
I have to
then
dispel
see
the
if you
barrier
can do
first.
that. That's a good call.
Most will let you get the fire inside.
I want to try and dispel the barrier.
Okay, so you all, is this all
We're
like?
in the desert.
Is there any
Yeah,
way-
you're way out in the desert, like 10, 15 miles away.
I feel like if we
Yeah,
try to
plans the
dispel
best
it
one.
I
nearby,
think-
he'll know we're there.
I think. By the way, Ryan, you got something. You got.
Yeah, well, guess what? You know if anybody
'cause I'm-
is within 100 feet now, so
Eating
if
paper.
he knows, you'll know that he knows.
It's because I'm being a little shit and blowing bubbles in my gum.
I can't do
I
anything
think
about that.
I think Lindsay and I. Tell me if this sounds good to you, Zach. I think Lindsay and I should ride into town, and you can try to dispel the barrier while I get some like sneaking and like detecting on the mansion. A
Okay.
little scouting.
You should be like,
Okay.
tut tut. I'm dominated. Tut tut. I'm charmed.
I'm just gonna sneak around. But that'd be a
you
good
have,
idea.
you have the mask on.
That'd be a good
I'm
idea.
dominating.
What do they call it when the?
Oh
when they-
my!
Entranced.
my mind's been flayed. Oh, I
that's-
love howdy, sir. Ooh, I love getting my mind being just fucked up.
That's when they eat your brain. They eat your brain.
Okay.
It didn't work. Ah!
So there is a ridge, we'll say, that overlooks town. You could probably get a pretty good vantage from up there and not be seen and be able to do whatever detection you need to do.
Oh, okay. I mean, how dangerous do I think it would be to like stealth in there? Like, I want to stealth in, like, get a lay of the land, and like looking for entrances.
Okay.
Is that going to require me to get closer? Because if I can do it from far away, I will.
Yeah. So if you want, so you can get like a high level, basically a map. But I mean, you already know what the town is laid out like.
Right.
But in terms of like specifically, what does this magical barrier look like? Like, what is the physical extent of it? I think you'd probably have to get close to it because it basically only manifested itself when Lindsey cast that spell.
Okay.
Right. So it's not like it's some visible thing.
So I will scout, and Lindsay can handle the barrier. What do you want me to roll?
Let's see. Well, so how close are you getting?
Well, so here's the thing. Luther would much prefer to sneak around the grounds to like determine things because he's not confident in his ability to notice things from far away. So I'd much prefer to stealth around the grounds.
Okay. Yeah. So go ahead and roll stealth then.
Okay. Okay, I rolled a 5, but total, after doing all this addition, I get a 18.
Ooh.
18. I think that'll do for like an initial.
What about your
scatter.
cloak?
Oh shit, you're
Gives
right,
you
I get advantage. Okay, so that's gonna be
Is
a...
it plus 13?
Yeah,
Holy shit.
I upped my dex for the last level upgrade. Bounded accuracy can suck my dick. Let's see. That's gonna be a 25.
25. All right, that'll do. You can basically get anywhere you want to go in town.
Because it's Cloak of Shadows.
Let's see. So, what am I thinking about here? So, the first thing you notice, and you notice this from a good distance away, is that there is a flurry of activity going on in town. There's way more activity than you would expect
Yeah, it's the middle of the night, right?
in the middle of the night.
They're obviously charmed.
They are, yeah. Well, yeah. So as far as you can tell, and you get a little bit closer, and you definitely see it, like the whites of their eyes and everything like that.
How come we didn't get trained?
We did. We broke out of it.
Your god intervened.
Okay. Continue.
So anyway, they're doing all sorts of preparations. So they've got a blockade set up on the main road. They're doing something up on the roof of the orphanage. There's just people swarming around everywhere. And there's probably about 100 villagers who are very clearly charmed, and then probably another 100 who are not charmed but are just like following along because somebody was like, "There's an emergency, we have to prepare," and they're just following orders.
I want to check all of those sites. So I want to check the orphanage roof, the street, and Zoctavir the mansion. Like, what is going on?
No, nothing.
Sorry. What is going on?
Okay, so the barricade in the street, it's just hastily constructed wagons and doors and whatever they could put up there. And they've got it going both directions, and it seems to be that they're trying to protect the manor, so prevent you from riding in, and if you try to approach on foot, you'll have an obstacle to surmount. It's just not an obvious.
Wow, he's really scared of us. Okay, cool.
Should be.
On the roof of the orphanage, they're setting up some big old piece of machinery.
The orphan catapult.
Go ahead and
Every time you advance a foot closer to the mansion, I fire another orphan out of the catapult.
Where are we going, Zoctavir? Where are we going,
Mouth wiggle.
Daddy?
okay.
What are we gonna do in the catapult? My parents didn't love me, but you do.
So do you have some sort of mechanics or knowledge?
What's mechanic?
Wouldn't be the first time we launched.
Some sort
Well-
of to basically tell what this equipment is.
I got investigation for you. We can also
It
say
wouldn't be the
thieves'
first
tools
time we launched
deals with
a
mechanics frequently to fiddle around.
So it's some sort of like big industrial gear. And it looks
Launching a
like
child.
it's got like a big ol' what as far as you can tell looks
Oh.
sort of like a
Can I roll history?
yeah, go for it.
I was like, I took all the knowledge skills. There's gotta be something.
Yeah, history would be fine, I guess.
Yeah, that's gonna be a wait a minute. Math is hard in my current state.
What are the numbers?
30.
30.
Oh. Yeah, 30.
Okay. So this is so it's a big old piece of equipment. It's got it's definitely a power supply on the back, and then a big dish of some sort and some like nubbly bits that go out like that. And as far as you can tell, this is a big piece of arcantric dwarven mining equipment.
Whoa.
So
I did that wrong.
It's probably extremely normal.
It is not 30.
Oh,
I'm
James.
sorry. I'm
it's
sorry,
fine.
guys.
As long as it's
26.
About, yeah, as long as it's about
James.
20, you're fine.
Okay.
So
Wait,
arcantric
what number?
dwarven mining equipment. You would guess that this does some sort of low-grade disintegrator beam.
Oh shit. Okay.
How
What is it
there
aimed at?
disintegrate?
So right now it's aimed at one of the barriers. It looks like it could swivel pretty quickly. And
Okay.
they've got a number of villagers up there on the roof who look prepared to use it at a moment's notice.
What about the mansion itself?
He should use it.
So the mansion itself is, as you get a little bit closer to it, so none of you earlier were within like spitting distance of it. So as you get a little bit closer of it, you can see there is in fact sort of a bluish green tint to the air around it. It's sort of shimmery. Looks like there's a barrier. And if you go up and like actually press your hand against it, it is a solid barrier.
It's physical. Okay. All right.
So there must be some way of ingress and egress, or maybe they just turn it off when they're.
I'll check the whole perimeter.
Okay. Yeah. So it definitely goes all the way around.
Do I see any possible entrances? Is there underground like hatches or something that I think could be connected to it?
No, you don't think so. But you do. Let's see. Actually, no. You know what? It's solid. So, yeah, because Mind Flayer is psionic. They don't need to send people in and out for orders and stuff.
Okay. All right. So they just hold up in the little hidey hole. Okay. So I'll sneak back out of town.
You can get past this
And-
in Wind Waker by doing a series of bullets, and then you build enough speed to pop through it. It's a speed running trick, actually. So.
Or you do or in Mario 64 you can do a backwards
Yeah,
long jump
yeah.
into a wall, and then you can build up infinite speed and start clipping through stuff.
Can't you in Ocarina like hit one wall and then jump immediately to the fight with Ganon?
But
I don't have
Yes,
anything. I don't
actually,
play
you can
video
just
games.
jump right through the.
Yeah.
But
This-
first,
I
we
mean,
talk
this
about
is-
parallel universe.
This is like an order of
I feel-
magnitude beyond just playing video games.
I feel like at this point we
Yes,
should
It's
just
like
That's
watching other
very
people
true.
cheat at video games.
like we fucked up so badly to run.
Yeah, we gotta reset.
It took us 8 sessions to get this far. 7 sessions, man.
Okay.
Monster Gourmet speedrun.
Okay.
That was a good bit. Okay, so
Eat all the meals
We'll
in
cut that
one
out.
session.
Who wants calamari?
We'll cut the whole series out.
I'll look at the series.
Well,
Dan,
cut.
Dan just like gets right down next to you. If you throw up, your character dies.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
dies.
You're just like,
It's the Eric Andre.
I will sneak back out of town,
Okay.
and I'll give Lindsey like the high sign, like you're up.
Okay.
You're up,
need
buddy.
a moment.
I get within 120 feet,
Okay.
and I try to dispel it.
Okay. So this is some serious business. Just a regular old dispel magic isn't going to do the trick here.
What? What if it's higher than a 9th level spell?
So this is
I'm sorry.
specifically built to resist that sort of nonsense.
What the?
Right? It's a magic.
This is blood magic shit.
It's
Yeah.
like he almost knows the level of our characters, man.
No, I mean,
But why do
this
I
is
even
not a thing.
Dispel magic is like, oh, I'm gonna like cancel out your fireball, or I'm gonna cancel out your this or your that or your whatever. But like, this thing is specifically woven so that like you could do it. It would take you an hour of sitting there concentrating with like big fancy lights coming out of your head
What?
towards the thing.
What if you didn't dispel the whole thing? Just made a small hole.
What if you did that?
Yeah.
I want to make it. Yeah, well, because could I make a hole big enough to just throw my little fireball bead through, and then it blows up? That's how fireball
What
works,
if
right?
we
You throw a
open up a
little
hole?
bead.
Guys,
We create a vacuum.
what if the rules are taffy and we can just stretch them as far as we want?
That's what you do if you're a spellcaster.
Like and
Yeah.
subscribe for more.
Yeah, can I put my dispel magic and then do like a circular glass cutting thing?
Roll Arcana.
Wait a minute. We actually have precedent for this because we've seen this back at the library.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah. I made a hole.
With the lens.
There's
We
a
made it with the
hole in
lens.
The lens, dear Daniel, dear Daniel.
What?
It's like a children's rhyming
I don't want to
nursery
know
song.
about it, but can
You've
we
never
do it?
heard There's a hole in the bucket?
There's a hole. There's a hole.
There's a hole in the bottom of the sea.
No,
well,
no,
that's
we
a
are
difference
So
stopping
the
this.
lens. You're not sure. Do you have it with you?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
We ate it. We straight up ate it. No, we
No.
gave it to
We
Zoctavir.
gave it to him.
We gave it to Zoctavir.
That's
no.
probably what the barrier's made out
Play
of.
fair.
The berry's probably made
Oh
out of.
shit, you're right. He totally used it.
We like gave him a toboggan. Like one of those round saucers that you like.
Well, I give up. Let's go home. He took over the town. Whatever. We'll get a new town.
Do we need to have this Lindsey, you just keep giving up with us like this in your life. You're never gonna get anywhere. Listen to
I'm
me.
doing a good job so far.
Now's the time to buckle down, pull yourself up by your bootstraps, and get through that magical wall.
I'm wearing sandals.
Pull yourself up with your sandal straps in, or whatever weird
No, they've
clothes
got
the kids are
thongs.
wearing.
Imagine all the glory through that hole. That glory.
All right,
Yeah,
so
but it didn't work, so I'm ready to give up.
right, so you can't get through the barrier.
So what do we do? We
I'm
can't.
really
If we can't
sorry.
fight him in his barrier, what do we do?
Well, we know the barrier extends downward, right?
Oh,
okay.
we can dig under the barrier. They never
No,
bothered.
It extends downward. He's
Oh.
already set that.
What? Who
Let's
wastes
see
their
myself
magic
out.
putting
So-
the barrier
so-
360 degrees?
Back at the camp, and our 10 to 15 mile out desert camp,
Sure.
we give this information back,
I'm
and I
not
explain to
bad.
everybody, look guys, we have only one option, we need to draw Zoctavir out.
How?
We have the perfect bait.
What?
Vehya,
What?
What?
What's the bait?
the book.
No, he took the book.
No.
No. We held on to it.
No,
No,
you,
he
you
took-
said it's stolen.
I'm like, yeah. What are you talking
I
about?
thought
He
we
took the
stopped
book.
him.
No, I have the
it's
book.
been stolen for like a week and a half.
Yeah, because she decided, you know what? Let's not burn the one thing he wants.
Yeah, we also like
Okay.
left town and we're like, hey, Zoctavir, here's the keys to the place.
We didn't tell them that he took
Dust
the book.
it.
Shoot.
We
Okay,
didn't tell him.
so our only option seems to be to draw Zoctavir out. We can't get in the barrier.
But how do you draw?
We don't have any other blood magic to counteract this.
What if we burn down the whole town?
If only I had enough
And then
time
you'll
to
have no
learn
town
how
to
turn
take
into a blood
over.
crystal.
No,
Why not?
because you'll just rebuild. And it's also crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, if we burn everything else down, that'll certainly draw them out.
You're insane.
I think Lindsey has a good idea.
We're not building down the whole town.
Why not?
It's not even your town.
It's not even your town, it's our town.
Yeah.
And if he's taking it, there might as well be no town.
Should you?
That's a good point.
Okay, what about the villagers? We could get the villagers on our side.
No,
maybe.
they're all mind controlled.
So there's
Not
probably
all
about
of them.
1,000 people who
Big village.
live in. I mean, it's spread out across the desert, but there's probably about 1,000 people total. And as far as you were able to tell, probably only 10 or 15% of those are actually mind controlled. So a lot of them are women and children. Well, you know what?
Wow,
a lot of them are children.
Doctor is very selective. Yes.
Women are part of the crew because they have
pervert.
skills and abilities. And
Thanks,
are,
Dan.
they are.
I love being pandered to.
The men and women of Faerun actually have no
Well, let me look at the
No,
camera as I say
I'm
that.
just, I get it.
Here on
I'm
Tabletop
sorry.
Talk.
No, it's okay.
We're
it's
equal
okay. I'm just
opportunity
giving you a
mind
hard time.
controllers.
that's better.
That delivery.
I value women. Can we this device you saw?
Oh shit!
I'm the feminist.
Yes, Gnash, go ahead and figure out the puzzle for me.
Gnash gives you all a knowing glare. We have to turn it off.
No, Gnash, no, that's absolutely not what we have to do. We have to use the device against the wall
We
itself.
have to use it
Thank you.
By turning it off.
by turning
If
it
it's
off.
off, there's no barrier.
That's a good point.
Disintegration ray.
It is a disintegration ray.
Do we know?
point it at the barrier
Listen.
and pull the trigger.
No, but
Do
what?
we
yeah, but
know-
what if the barrier just
I have a
eats up the
question.
ray?
I have a question. Do we know that nothing can get past the barrier, or is it just certain things he doesn't want to get past the barrier, like us? Is
And
it attention on us?
disintegration rays.
Could we send children through the barrier to turn it off?
Do you have a device that
I don't think
No,
it's
I'm
gonna go
serious.
through.
I'm serious. Do we know if this is like?
explosive wars of the children? Brilliant.
I feel like I'd like to stay away from involving the children as much as possible, but I like this disintegration ray plan that Gnash has come up with. Let's...
I don't think it'll work, but we can try.
We can. Don't worry, Vehya. We can put explosive children into
Look.
Plan B.
You want to talk about getting the children in there? We're going to assault an orphanage. So, basically...
That's true.
Well, you're gonna assault an orphanage. The rest of us will get caught.
What? No, you're all going to help me.
How?
We're all...
Plan C. We all get caught.
We'll attack from multiple angles. You attack from the air.
The air? What am I gonna do?
Bird. You're like a bird.
Yeah, fly in and take care of
Nash takes you by the shoulder. What are you gonna do?
No, what am I don't understand this.
What do
So you're going to fly in from the top
Why?
because you can fly and they won't be expecting an aerial attack.
What am I gonna do in the air though? I'm a bird.
But turn into a bird, back into a sorcerer on the roof and throw
Yeah,
fireballs at
if he's a bird, can
who?
he get through the barrier?
No, the
disintegration
barrier is
ray
a
owner.
fucking dome. It's a fucking circle that goes around the entire
Yeah,
mansion.
But is it a selective barrier?
It's not an equal opportunity barrier.
It's like if you're shopping for berries and he's like, does this one will he's got birds? And the guy's like, yeah, birds, adventurers,
Birds, squirrels,
goblins.
woodchucks, goblins.
This is a great area.
T-Rexes.
What do you want me
Rexes.
doing?
Not orphans.
What do you want me doing in the air?
The orphans is in the higher model.
That's to allow the orphans to go through when they're on the kind.
Those damn-
I'm sorry.
I had a friend once, buddy. He didn't buy the right type of berry. The orphans just slammed right up against the inside wall.
By golly, when his enemies came and they saw the orphans in the barrier, he made a laugh.
It's that was it.
Laughing stock.
Bam. His run for office done.
Done for.
Done.
If a man can't deliver on his promise to splatter orphans across the countryside, then what do you trust?
Coffin.
It was especially bad because he ran into the Chuck our orphanage.
All right.
But guys, what about the plan?
What about the game?
I said disintegration ray on the ward. That was my plan.
How do we take it?
Yeah.
We killed everyone.
So on your sheet there is a designation of level. It says 10th level.
Yeah,
We can freaking handle ourselves.
but they're all.
How do we get through the barrier?
I can't sneak.
You can fly. Did you fly?
We can fly.
I swear. I will sneak right now and sneak attack Vehya in the abdomen.
Wait! I just remembered.
That's a bad idea. You'll find my flesh absorbs others very easily.
I just remembered. I can turn invisible. Let's go get the ray.
Oh, welcome to Tabletop
choked
Talk.
on my
ladies
gum.
and gentlemen.
It's premium content.
Cremula.
This is monetized.
In fact, I can turn
Gnash feels up there and says, and I can kill people.
No, I can turn
Yes.
2 of us invisible.
That's great.
Not you though.
Not me.
You have
Turn-
you have
turn
your,
the big guy
You have your
invisible.
nerd cloak. How many days has it been since we got our magic items?
Yeah.
A few.
How many has it
Because
been?
you had to drive back from the
Has it been like a week?
This fucking game.
Sure, it could have.
Nice. Okay, I have 12 out of my 15 staff points.
I'm part of the.
Because you say I got 1 a day.
Okay, so I think our plan to take that disintegration ray for our own use is our best bet.
I agree.
And I'll turn 2 of us invisible.
Okay. Let's do it. Let's assault this orphanage.
But we'll have to wait because I can only. Oh wait, actually, it's not. That doesn't work. Cause wait, it only lasts a minute.
Why did they build it on top of the orphanage?
I can only do it for a minute. So,
I told you
That's
that's a
fine.
no
They
good.
assumed we had a conscience.
I mean, that's not very useful.
No, that's fine. A minute's perfect. That's all we need. We just need guerrilla tactics.
Okay.
So here's
I
what
can turn into a gorilla.
Here's what I recommend to do. We take one of our speeder bikes, we rig it up like I was describing before, and we ram it right through the front door of the orphanage.
I like it.
Just boom.
Is
Okay.
the orphanage where the ray
Yes.
is?
Yes,
Okay.
on top of the
That's
roof.
right. I remember.
Nash goes in behind it, invisible, right? Makes his way to the top. I sneak in there, getting in through a window on the second floor, and Lindsey can come in from the roof. Vehya can be support, backing Nash up on the ground floor.
Should I be on the bike with Gnash? No, we're not.
Nobody's
No
on the
one
bike.
is on the bike.
Okay. I'll
Okay,
just
so-
go in with you.
So the 2 of you are invisible. Lindsay's a bird, and you're.
No, I
I'm
don't want to be.
sneaking into the
I want to be
second floor
invisible.
You're invisible?
Yeah, I can't be a bird and
Then what's
invisible.
Vehya doing?
I'm with you.
I would.
But you
think
won't be invisible.
Both of them would be invisible.
But I can't be invisible and a bird.
You could be a
Then
small
don't
bird.
just be a bird.
But then I can't make 2 people. I could turn 2 people
It's
into birds.
concentration.
Oh, wait.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can turn
Can I be
2
a bird?
people into birds. Or even better, we can turn into like little mosquitoes, like insects.
Can you turn us into mosquitoes?
I can turn
That's
2 people into
That's even better.
insects.
No, that's
Turn
even
us
better.
into mosquitoes.
Twin them, yeah.
We go right to the roof.
Firefly.
We go through the. No, we.
You could even still keep the bike crashing into the doors and just have that be the distraction.
Right, yeah.
Who's
I,
gonna be looking for mosquitoes?
So how are you going to get the bike past the barriers?
Oh, like the wagon ones, not
Yeah.
the magical.
Is there not a way where we could
Yeah,
position it
barricades.
where we could come up through an alley on the other side of the street and then just.
You'd have to be sneaking pretty hard to get your bike in through that.
It's a good thing I'm good at sneaking.
Can we hire some villagers with a big wagon and be like, you just taking my wagon down?
What if?
Don't
you
make
just,
me. I'm an old man.
What if you just did the barbarian thing and you just rode the bike into town, axes swinging?
Be still my heart.
Yeah, like what if you just rode up there and we're like, "What's up? I'm here to mess you guys up." And then you can twin us into mosquitoes. We'll fly to the top.
Wait, who am I going with now? You?
Actually, no. You should go with Lindsey to keep him up because I can hide. So I can tell how tall is the roof of the orphanage.
It is.
I can jump up there.
We'll say it's 2 stories.
Can I have that in feet?
Well, I don't know, like
Is it more than
It's-
6?
that would be over 20.
Probably
be-
like
yeah.
14 feet.
I'm
no,
going-
what? How tall are the ceiling?
A story?
One story is like 10
Average
feet,
story
right?
is 10 feet.
Oh.
I'm going to
So-
teleport to the top of the orphanage.
Okay.
Because I can do that with my cloak. So that's fine. So you should mosquito you and Vehya, and then Gnash can just ride in electric guitar like.
I can just cause a stink down below if it's just like charmed villagers guarding a thing, which
Yeah.
it might not be, which will be fun to find out.
Yeah.
Why are you doing this?
I think this is a good plan. I think
I was thinking more of like other mind flayers type soldier
Oh.
things that are going to be scarier.
So I'll get in position first. I'm going to sneak around to the backside of the orphanage and ready for the signal, which will be the barbarian crashing through everything.
okay.
And then you guys can get ready to help me take the disintegration ray on top of the
and
roof.
we can be mosquitoes for an hour.
Yeah,
Wow.
but
Wait
we're
for it.
not going to stay mosquitoes that
Wait
long.
for it.
Okay.
there it is.
Yeah. Is that viable?
I think that sounds like a reasonable plan.
Handful of ends in the ice and snow.
Brian, why are you like destroying the eraser?
I don't know.
Sometimes you just gotta destroy it.
I'm nervous.
She's gonna absorb its power later. I'm gonna eat it up.
Eat it up. Eat it up.
Okay, so
Man, that cactus juice is really doing wonders for us.
yeah. So James, go ahead and roll your stealth for this time around.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean,
Pretty good.
Yeah.
it's definitely over 25.
It's a billion. Effectively.
Okay, and then you two are mosquitoes. Cool. So Gnash, I believe you're
One
up.
spell.
Groovy. I need to what is the noose, the
I
big
should take
skull
my-
do again?
I should-
Advantage? I'm
Well,
checking.
you should definitely have your spells prepared.
Yeah, I should.
I've got it written down here.
Do you not have your spells prepared yet?
No, because I didn't.
Oh yeah.
We're in the middle of this. We were trying to figure out a
That's
plan.
when you do it. Because when you're
Well, I was trying to contribute to the plan by doing nothing.
How does the 3 times a day, as one tile of movement can move to the location of
you
an
also
ally?
prepare 16.
So
not
that's
15.
Okay.
So when I say one tile, I mean like 5 feet of movement.
You have your divine repeater on, right?
Yes.
I do. Have mine.
But
Oh yeah. So
like as a free action that does that?
Yeah. So that's like part of your movement is you're like walking and then you're over there.
yeah, Dan. You better let us know if there's any bad guys within 100 feet. 'Cause she can sense them.
There's a bunch of. So what do you mean by bad guys?
They are everywhere.
But you said that's what the weapon does.
Sense all beings within 100 feet.
I guess
So
it's
she
all
basically has
beings.
infravision.
Yeah, she can sense all beings within 100 feet. So he can go like,
Yeah. Is it like smell for Vehya?
It's like, you know, like how like they have those glands where they can like
Who has those glands?
snakes,
Oh, okay.
where they can like taste the air and they can tell like where there's like something with body heat
Do you
nearby.
lick
or
it? Do you
something
lick the
like
air?
that. They just go like that.
Cool. You can
Your
taste
characters.
their souls.
Your character's so fucking creepy.
Taste the rainbow.
What do they taste like?
I don't know.
Dirt.
I don't have that sense.
Oh.
You're gonna have to tell me.
Soul dirt.
I like to think that they taste
Depends-
like
Well, it
success.
depends on what they are.
Okay. Well, these ones taste. I mean, they just sort of taste like villagers, right? So
They're just people.
sort of dirt,
Nothing
and
exciting.
poverty, and
Do
desert sun.
the charmed ones taste a little fishy?
Oh yeah.
Something's wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bunch of villagers
Okay.
down there.
So I am around the backside of the orphanage,
Okay.
waiting for the barbarian's signal.
I should take a lot.
Now, before we start this whole thing off, Gnash, I want to point out, your goal is not to get into the orphanage. You leave the disintegration rate to us. As soon as that barrier has a hole blown in it, you just go, and we'll be right behind you. Because we got to make sure that there's...
We're inside the barrier.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, unless you're like, no please, but that would be my idea.
Like the idea of you bursting a hole in it and then you're like getting across on top of the tower and then Nash is like, ha ha! And you just hear an echo.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh jeez.
Because hopefully at that point, all the charmed people that are fighting us would be like, no!
Okay. Are we gonna do this? Are we doing it?
I'm ready.
Okay. So that means
Mhm.
that I am. I assume we've rigged it up just kind of into a way where I can. Actually, you know what? We don't even need to rig it up because I'm just gonna dive off of it.
Okay.
I'm gonna just stomp on it and then get off of it because I'm sure the momentum will carry it enough
Okay.
that we want.
Space
Yeah.
Trucking by Deep Purple starts to play.
Cool. All
Some
right.
barbarian metal.
So you send it right into the barricade they made out of wagons and stuff. It impacts and there's a giant explosion.
Clarification: is this the front of the orphanage or the village?
This is
That's my thought was we were trying to go.
It's the barricade. My idea was that he would drive it around the barricade to the front of the orphanage.
Yes.
But
I need 5 more.
So I guess. So think of like a old west town where like the buildings all sort of run together.
Mhm.
So there's not and it's like not big enough for there to be like an alleyway.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So there's like one main drag that's a couple hundred yards long, and there's a barricade at either end. The orphanage is sort of in the middle.
okay. I think you just gotta jump it.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Is there a way that I can Dukes of Hazard this thing?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Is there like a cart they've set up that's conveniently positioned to be a ramp?
Yeah, I think so. You know, it's sort of flat, it's angled up, and
Like checks watch. Yeah.
Cut to, no, it needs to face the other way. I'm sorry. When you asked me to put it here, I thought you wanted the ramp on this. And then the guy goes, good
Two guards.
like
It's a ramp this way, Jeff. It's a ramp. It's never gonna happen.
the trampoline scene. Well, you should have told me before I started setting it up. Boing. For the last time, nobody ordered a ramp right here.
okay,
Yeah.
cool. So you're Dukes of Hazarding,
I wish I had more like
up the ramp.
I don't really have anything.
So your hover bike with slightly racist overtones goes up into the air. I'm assuming you like do a backflip off of it, and it like goes up and like crashes into the other barrier.
It has a Confederacy of Energies Arch.
Yeah.
No.
What does that even look like?
No.
Wait, no, don't worry about it.
Let's not worry about it.
Yeah. So I send it. I tuck and roll as it sends straight into the orphanage.
Cool.
You're gonna send it?
Yeah.
Straight into the orphanage. All
Well,
right.
that was the idea.
Great. Cool. Go ahead and roll some sort of skill for that, I guess.
Could
He was
athletics
supposed to do
get me off
that.
of
He was supposed to do that,
Well,
right?
I'm thinking
Yeah.
accuracy for hitting the orphanage.
It's more
Oh,
the,
sure.
the undertones I'm worried about.
The bike is named Hirohito.
No. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Okay, that one you can cut out. That one's easy to cut out.
Stop making more work for me. It's gonna be the worst because now it's gonna be like the bike is saying, "Boo." What does he mean?
You should. That'd be so funny though.
So we'll call this.
It's not good.
Are you raging?
I'm going
Okay,
to
we'll
be.
call it athletics.
Okay.
It was a very athletic stunt. Evil Knievel rolled athletics, right?
Yeah, there you go. The total is 11 then.
11. Ooh.
Wait,
Sure.
level
Is this getting in all the good shit?
You athletics, you'll have
what else?
your proficiency plus your athletic plus your strength score. So your strength is what's your strength score?
20.
Maybe comedian.
Okay, so you have 5 plus your proficiency. So it's actually plus 9.
That would be
15, right?
15. Okay, so 15 is enough to hit the orphanage, even though
the broadside of an orphanage. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
well, a motorcycle is not a very easy implement to aim, especially since you've never done this before.
That's true.
But 15 is enough to get there. So the motorcycle streaks into the air and crashes into the front of the orphanage. There's a giant explosion, and screams emanate from inside the building.
Ah.
Screams of children.
I'm like, yes, there's still children in there.
There you go, guys. You got it.
You do a double backflip and land, and you stick it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I
Screams
So
of
that's-
joy
that would
at
be
great
the
show this
signal.
is.
Yep, I teleport to the top of the building.
Okay.
Now, I want to do this in such a way where I end up in a stealthy position on top.
Okay. Yeah. So the building's got sort of like a. Let's see. What's the roof look like? We'll say it's like a sloped roof.
Okay?
And there's not a whole lot of places to hide here, right? The moon is high overhead.
Yep.
It hurts.
And there's
everywhere.
we'll say there's 8 villagers, and they all appear to be mind controlled, and they're up on top, and they've got this thing that's like mounted over the crest of the roof, and it's swiveling, and it seems to be pretty stable. And so as Gnash like teleports in, they are all not paying very much attention to the back of the roof. They're paying attention to this guy, and seem to be swiveling the disintegrator ray to face it.
That would be my thought. Now, this thing is mounted in such a way, though, where can they point it straight down?
Yeah.
Okay, so in that case, since
Or
they're
pretty
focused
darn close.
since they're focused on Nash, I'll teleport up to the
it is
back,
Dwarven.
assess the situation, and then immediately knife the first guy who has this disintegration ray.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and roll the hit.
Okay, so this is
not paying attention,
surprise?
so you've got advantage.
Okay.
Are we talking classic Kethray where he's mounted in this like turret style?
Yeah, I think so. There's somebody up in there.
Okay, so this is a surprise attack,
Classic.
which is great for
Great.
assassinate. What is my attack bonus? It is 4 and okay, here we go. Oh, crit!
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, you
fucking
you kill him and the guy next to him.
Okay, sweet. I was like, I could roll damage, but I'm gonna roll damage 3 times. Like,
Nah, these guys are you hit him, they die.
okay.
They're
Now these are townsfolk, right?
Yeah.
So I would like to not kill them. I would like to just knock them out, which is
Okay.
When you drop something to 0 and 5e.
You only knock out one of them then.
No, come on!
Yeah, you get
You knock
both.
one guy out
Alright.
so hard.
Bonk and bonk.
Kill him!
Okay, in that case,
They fall to the ground and start sliding down the slip roof.
are they gonna fall off?
You're not sure.
Shit. Okay,
Just let him die,
I will
Jesus.
leave that to my teammates and I will run for them and like slide down the roof.
We're not catching.
Okay, cool. You're able to get them and arrest their motion and get them to
okay.
sort of a secure place.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm not killing townsfolk.
Okay.
That's good.
So that's I'm gonna call that a turn for you.
Wasted.
Okay.
Mosquitoes, what's going on?
I thought we were flying to where the death ray is.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I mean you could have already been up there in mosquito
Yeah, we're
form.
just hanging out.
Yeah.
We're
Cool.
buzzed,
So do
buzzing.
you pop out?
Is anybody there?
Well, I mean James just teleported up.
Yeah, I'm up there. I slid down the roof to like grab the townsfolk, so
Right.
I'm leaving that to you guys.
Then yeah, I mean there's no baddies around.
Well, there are. So he took out 2, so there are 6 other random townsfolk up on top of the thing.
Next to the ray.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of them's in the ray, and there's 5 others messing around with it.
I guess we should poof out and attack.
Okay. Should we banish?
Oh yeah.
No.
Can I banish? No.
No, that's not worth it.
Yeah.
I can scorching ray. You said there's 6 of them. You
Yes.
said how big is this rooftop?
So it's I don't know, good sized rooftop. Think like probably a building about as big as the building that we're in.
Okay.
Orphanage.
So
Yeah.
a fireball would be pretty big.
Yeah, that might damage the mining equipment.
I guess I'll just use some weak ass scorching rays.
I could bestow a curse. No, it's only one creature. I don't have anything good for like.
Yeah, I'm
Because
gonna
that's
cast.
Dick will be fucked up.
I'm gonna cast scorching ray.
Okay.
Oh no.
So these are spell attacks.
Yes.
Alright.
First one.
You're only doing 1 ray?
You get 3.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Oh, and actually, I want to fly on top of the death machine.
Okay.
Is it tall?
Yeah, it's about the size of a minivan probably.
So someone would have to climb up to get me.
Yeah. So there's like a guy sitting in the driver's seat. He's got like the 2 buttons and he's like steering things.
Oh, okay.
Wouldn't it make more sense
well
for
then,
me to do that and you to like fend off people using your stuff because you can like.
Nah. No, never mind. I fly
You
on
can get
top
there
of
too,
the
if you
death
want.
ray, and I want to shoot that guy.
Okay.
The driver.
Cool. Yeah. So go ahead and roll it.
Which is the problem is that like, I can only attack one thing at a time. I don't
He's-
have anything.
Yeah, so
These are the same.
does a 15?
Yes. Easy peasy.
It's just a flashlight.
And you can't do non-lethal damage with spells, so you zap him and he bursts into flame and screams and falls from the chair.
He dead?
Yeah, he did.
Cool. Okay, next one. I got 2 more rays.
All right.
That hits.
Yep.
We're just saying these get him.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You hit him, they die.
Wow, how can you do 3 attacks at once?
That's scorching ray.
He uses
How
a
come,
spell slot.
how
to
come
do it.
your DM lets you cast 3 spells at once?
It's
my old
actually
school.
It's one spell that lets me do 3 attacks.
yeah. It's actually a 2nd level spell. It's actually not that great of a trade off.
It really is. No, it's pretty weak, but I'm not gonna fireball and burn everything down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So zap, zap, zap.
And
3
now,
of them.
now I'm on the top.
Okay,
And
cool.
they're gonna have a hard time getting to me.
Yeah. 3 of them fall off the roof. There are what did I say? 3 left. So Vehya, you are. Is it? Do you decide when she stops eating a mosquito, or
I think because I'm no longer concentrating, it's done.
okay?
Actually, no, because I can still concentrate and cast. So I'm not. I think she can still be a mosquito.
Okay.
But
Well, you got to figure out whether or not you're a mosquito or not.
you can say a mosquito. James and I can probably take out the
I
other 3, or you can just attack
Why
them.
am I here?
You can do attacks too, you know.
I guess, yeah.
And if
You could suck some blood and piss off the guy.
Then get-
dang it! I don't want to
be here anymore. Yeah.
Here's the cool thing about polymorph. When your hit points in that form get reduced to 0, you revert back to your original form.
yeah,
So it'd be like slap.
yeah, like you can be a T-Rex, take like 150 damage, and be like, okay, I'm fine.
Really? And then you get
You just come back.
You get the pool that you had.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
So being a
It's
T-Rex
only excess over the 0 of the other.
I'm gonna fly in a guy's ear.
What? You're not gonna attack? You can use your
You're
sacred
gonna fall off the
flame.
building!
What?
Well, then I'll fall off the building. Alright, fine.
Let's use sacred flame.
Fly inside a dude and then take damage.
Are you gonna make his head stop
Oh,
existing?
I want to fly in his mouth and go.
I don't want that.
It's a disgusting explosion of blood. It's
Ah!
just incredible.
Why did I come up with? Oh, it's
I'm just like, I did not know that was possible.
Are you just like
You do a
nihilism?
little
There's one guy who's like Jerry, and like Jinji Ito, like
Yeah.
fucking.
The
Okay.
other two.
And then I'm gonna,
So that was your move. I'm going to say you still have an action.
I just burst out of him, and then I'm gonna shoot the other guy. Yeah, I'm gonna sacred flame
Go
him.
ahead and roll it.
There's a skylight, and all the orphans are like
Silver Flame is a save. DC
Oh.
18.
Never mind. And then I'll guiding bolt him.
Tarantino.
Oh wait.
I think that's the
No,
most
sorry.
violent thing
Silver
that's
Flame
happened on
is here.
tabletop.
So they have a DC 18.
Okay, he does not hit that.
The most
So just
out of all the
dies.
things we've
Yeah.
done.
So I just go, ha
Cool. These guys are dropping left and right. There's only one of them left up on
I'm
the
like,
roof.
this is I turn to the roof and I'm like, this is amazing.
I'm just holding out
I'm
the
just
other
like
guy.
covered in guts.
This wasn't how it was supposed to be.
What are you doing?
I turn back to the other one and go, run now.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking you were gonna do.
So his eyes are totally white and sightless, and he sprints towards the nearest of you that he can see.
Damn it.
Which I'm gonna say is probably you, Vehya.
Sure.
Since you're on top of the thing and you're on the other side of the roof holding the two people. So he sprints at you and attempts to hit you. He's got like a pitchfork or some bullshit like that.
A pitchfork?
Yeah. And he actually crits. Oh shit! Weirdly enough. So there's
Oh no.
6 damage.
Oh.
Oh, no,
you poor thing.
6 damage.
No, you pop out and he goes, ha ha, and you stick it into you, and you just go. You just smile.
I just like pull.
yeah.
Urakai style.
Yeah.
Why did you take that eraser pipe?
You can't destroy this eraser, but you can.
Wow.
I have smudge hit points.
Whatever.
Smudge minus
Okay.
smudge minus. Sorry.
Cool. So Logan, you're down on the ground. The villagers
Well, yeah.
take a moment to deal with this new piece of information that, oh my god, what just happened?
There are people exploding on the roof. Burning up.
But you can see that they quickly rally, especially the ones with the sightless eyes. And you can see about a dozen, or
No, not
Yeah.
archers.
like a couple of dozen short bows are trained in your direction.
Hate
And
archers.
more of these villagers are sort of filtering out into the streets, and they look like they're getting ready to charge you.
How far away from the orphanage entrance am I?
You're, I don't know, like,
Sprintable?
yeah, easy.
Yeah,
You're okay,
I want to dive inside the
Into the
opening
burning orphanage?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, by the way, the three of you, the building that you're standing on top of is on fire.
What? Why?
Because he crashed his motorcycle into it.
No.
That's the thing we forgot to address.
Yeah, whatever.
It will spread slow enough that I'm not worried about
Okay.
it having gameplay effects, but
I'm going to
Toast each
run towards the disintegration ray as
Okay.
quickly as I can, and then I'll sit in the seat or like grab it and point it at the warded wall over the mansion
okay.
and be like, "Hey guys, let's go out to Hometown Buffet," and then press the trigger and just
Wait, what?
because it's our hometown and we're gonna eat Zoctavir and it's
Hometown buffet? You mean country buffet?
it's okay. Look, I came from a small town. It's like Golden Corral. I thought it was a chain.
Is this an Oregon thing?
I have just learned now it's not a chain. That joke would have been a lot funnier if
In your
if that had
town.
been a chain.
Let's go to Jim's Biscuits.
You're talking about. You're talking about.
Okay.
So,
old country.
Good effort, James.
I pulled the trigger.
Yeah, so
No,
you
hometown
rotate it down and pull the
buffet.
trigger,
Oh, yeah,
and and you can see that the disintegrator ray hits
there's one in,
the
Washington.
barrier, and it
That's a shame.
forms a big old hole in it. And as long as the disintegrator beam is on, the hole will continue to.
Okay.
Well, that's a
It's fine.
goof and a half.
It's fine.
James, it is a change.
James, there's
What?
one in Vancouver.
Hey, look at that. Looks like old James isn't as senile as you thought he was.
There's a military discount. Just wanted to share that.
Okay.
Military Mondays.
Cool.
Tabletop
So you
Talk
can-
sponsored by Hometown Buffet.
You can
This
lock.
one's terrible.
So this is mining equipment, so it needs to fire for long periods of time. So you can lock the trigger so that it is just
Cool.
sitting there firing.
I'll lock it in
Wait, why
place.
would you lock it? The guy's dead.
No, that's the beam needs to stay on.
Yes.
For us.
Oh.
For you to get through, yeah.
Yeah, you should like have it on.
All right.
You should I can't tell you that.
I can look down and
Well, I
see
can't
Gnash.
tell him what to do.
I can look down and see Gnash in trouble, right?
Yeah.
Probably spot me.
Here's your furious grunting.
Nash is doing the theme song thing for himself.
No, you know, no. I'm gonna teleport down to the ground and start running towards the mansion.
Towards the mansion. Okay, yeah.
I
So
think-
the
I think
mansion
you guys have this.
mansion is across the street from the orphanage.
Okay.
Oh,
so
okay. I didn't know that.
I thought the mansion was.
yeah. So does that change what building you would have run towards?
Yeah, I was just thinking whatever my idea was whatever coverage because I didn't know if we were gonna get the whole open right away.
Mhm.
So I was just thinking whatever gets me out of line of sight. But if the mansion is right there, then I would probably try and wait for it to just the plan to go through all the way. So
So you're just gonna tank some arrows?
yes, I will actually.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm on my way there.
Cool. All right. So you have teleported down to the street and are sprinting towards the mansion. Okay. So Lindsey and Vehya. The rooftop is basically clear. There's like one guy left.
Okay.
And there's a big hole in the barrier on the manor.
Okay. I firebolt the last guy.
Okay. Great.
He dies.
Yeah.
Great, isn't it
Die-
great when
dies in
Luther
flame.
isn't here?
Yeah.
I wanted to be a hero. Nobody wants to be a hero
Well,
after we're
I
done.
guess we should
Just
also.
hearing this.
Hey, thanks for saving the town from those mind flayers. Too bad you killed a bunch of innocent people.
Greater
No.
good.
Greater good.
Greater
Greater good. Yeah,
Greater
let's go.
good.
Let's go to the hole.
Okay. How are you gonna get down off this 2-story roof?
Turn into a bird and carry me down.
Fuck no.
Fuck no!
You guys seen that Big Bird video? It was a really yes.
Well, no, we could just jump down and she can heal us.
Zach, what? Why don't you just turn into a bird then?
No, it's
Because I'm not wasting a 4th level spot to go down 20 feet.
Seriously,
Can we talk about something really quick?
we're talking about.
The big bird suit is obviously big enough to hold a man, but all the other puppets were way smaller, so what the fuck?
No, there's like Snuffleupagus.
That's true, but it doesn't explain all the really small ones. We can talk about this later. I'm just confused, so... I'm
Okay.
Please. No.
Okay, so are you two jumping off the roof? I mean, it's like D10 for every 10 feet after the first 10 feet.
So I'll
right?
take 1d10 damage. Yeah, okay.
Why don't
okay.
we just like grab like a?
Here, I'm just gonna take 1 anyway.
Oh my god.
Alright, so Lindsey hurls himself off the roof.
Okay.
Is there a?
It's 1d6 per
Is it
10
a drain
feet.
pipe I can shimmy
It's
down?
1d6
yeah,
per 10
probably.
feet.
He
I'll
says
go do that.
1d6.
Cool.
Whatever Dan says is
Roll
right.
me athletics or acrobatics or something. That's not a super trivial thing to do, although it's not that hard.
Wait, why don't I get to do
Because you
that?
didn't ask.
Athletics.
Yes, you may use
Sure.
that. I suck.
I think it's actually. Yeah, I got a 12.
Cool, that's plenty.
What?
You idiot.
Hey. Oh well.
Okay, so Lindsey hurls himself off the roof and takes a little bit of damage. Vehya shimmies down the drain pipe.
Ah, how's your ankle there?
Never better. You're
Great.
slow. Let's
We should-
go.
Okay. So now that you're all down on the ground, the villagers, I guess, are going to start shooting you with
What's
arrows.
so funny?
Whoa, that's a lot of dice there.
It's a lot of arrows.
Oh my gosh.
Actually, you know what? We're going to do...
Look at all these dice that are gonna hit us.
What are they at? They're like +4?
Oh, Dan.
You kidding me?
You just
crap,
missed him
that's
throw
crap.
himself off the roof, and then I just shimmied down drain pipe.
Oh no, I
Fine.
heard that.
What are ACs?
I got 16.
18.
15.
My AC is 16.
Why do I have the strongest
That
AC?
misses that.
Because you
That
have
makes
that
sense.
silly shield,
Oh yeah, 18.
which gives you +3 AC because it's +1.
Yeah.
Okay. So of the, let's see, I guess we'll double this. Not that makes about sense. So
Good.
we'll say that of the 24 archers,
Shit, I
8
didn't
of
get
them
this.
are able to hit their marks. They're not super terribly competent, and they're in sort of stressful situation here. So 8 of them. Let's see. For Gnash, you take, what is that? That's 6. So Gnash, you take 9 damage. Luther, you take 13 damage.
Holy shit.
Lindsey, you take 6 damage. Vehya,
Easy.
you take 9 damage.
Wow, it's amazing how good I've become at simple math over the years of playing this game.
Or doing customer service.
Okay.
I don't want to do
So,
math.
arrows
I
cascade into you, and then
Yeah.
Well, you don't say, yeah, you can't do it anymore.
I just did it.
Every other week you struggle.
This is not one of those weeks.
It's not one of those weeks.
Okay. So the ground-based villagers who've got like pitchforks and scythes and just whatever like weapons they can get together. Some of them have rusty swords or whatever crap. They form a sort of a human wall in front of the manor. They're trying to prevent you from getting through.
Really? They
Yeah.
got there that fast? I guess that makes sense.
They were like down there waiting for
You
you.
could have just got.
Don't hit the button. Okay, you're good.
I didn't want to make it him, okay?
What the fuck, Ron?
Okay.
Ugh.
All right.
Good.
So arrows fly, and then there's people in the way, and I think Gnash is up next.
Kill them. Slaughter them all.
Ah,
Fuck the village.
No, you can drop them to 0 hit points and just knock them out. It's
Not-
a rule.
Not with magic.
You can do it with magic too.
Not with fire.
Nash, some of these people are friends of yours.
They are your friends, Nash. You can do it
Some of
non-lethal
them
though,
helped
because
you
you have a
out when
web
you
on.
were on your own.
Yeah, Nash, don't be a dick.
I am. Is this combat now, or
Yes.
just we're jumping?
I mean, we're just sort of going around. It's like not all that structured.
I want to go. Yeah, okay. I want to go in with someone with the
I
intent
will.
of giving us the +2 to attack rolls when flanking from the skull helmet.
Okay.
So
The skull helmet.
that either be kind of like delaying or waiting for them to go, because then I can get close to them, pop up to them with the skull helmet ability, and
Okay. So you're just gonna sort of throw yourself into the middle of them, but not, so you're not gonna have trouble hitting these guys.
oh, okay.
They're
We
jumps.
We just gotta just batter.
But I was gonna say I'm doing a Reinhardt charge.
Yeah.
Doing just the shoulder, like the.
Okay. Cool.
honor and glory.
In fact, my sword is sheathed, and I'm kind of,
Okay. You're just, like,
whatever
smacking
motion.
people.
Yeah.
Cool. Go ahead. I'm not even gonna make you roll to hit. I'm just gonna say roll athletics. This is a feat of strength to throw these people out of the way.
Man, we're straight up kill a kill now.
12.
Plus athletics with 9.
Plus the 9 would be the 21.
Okay. Yeah. You bash people around, and like 3 or 4 villagers just like fly out of your way, and you have made a hole for yourself here.
I will take advantage of that hole and charge through.
Okay.
Me 3. Vehya 4.
Hi.
Much like the good tight end on a great fantasy football team.
Well,
Tight end.
yeah, I mean, tight ends will often do more
Nice, nice
blocking,
also.
but yeah, I mean, if it's like a designed play, yeah, they'll be blocking downfield for it to go through.
Okay. Regardless, so Nash is like smashing open a hole. Luther dashes through it. Lindsey dashes through it. Vehya, do you also dash through it?
Sure.
Okay. I'll just say that works.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So you get through and you dive through the barrier just as somebody else gets on top of the roof and like turns off the mining laser. And
Perfect.
you are now in. The villagers are outside,
And now we're stuck.
and it is eerily quiet.
I guess that's how he prevents us from burning it down. We would die as well.